And we're back. Coming at you. Fresh. Well rested. From sunny California. Freshly cleaned off from a lot of rain. Not too cold, not too hot. Just right. Hollywood Bowl. Just down the road.
We're waiting for you, Phish, to announce your Hollywood Bowl. Now that you've announced summer tour, just slip in a Hollywood Bowl.
Fall is fucking just waiting for you.
Hollywood Bowl reprise.
Hollywood Bowl reprise.
Now that we're doing reprises.
Halloween at the Hollywood Bowl.
Oh, yeah. Hey, Halloween.
Halloween. Hollywood Bowl.
Yeah. Halloween at the Hollywood Bowl.
Because, you know, like, there's no better town in the world for Halloween than LA. Because this is where all the costume designers,
right? Okay,
the people who take it
creative
so seriously,
all the triple threats.
Yeah, people just, if you want to get down and crazy for Halloween and not just like go to the costume store and throw on your Mike Myers mask,
this is the town.
Come to LA if you're serious about it. Anywho, I digress.
We're getting ahead of ourselves.
We're just throwing our wishes out into the...
Because it's only been summer tour.
Stratus.
It's only summer tour announcements.
Right. And Mexico. I mean, I think that Mexico was perhaps indicative of what 2024 could be.
You think it's foreshadowing something?
It could be foreshadowing.
What exactly are they foreshadowing?
That 2024 could be the 4.0 Jam Slam Ramading-Dong.
4.0 hits its stride, and then 2024.
And it's like, it's not even going to be nobody's even going to re-listen to a show unless there's a 30-minute jam.
2024 is going to be like the 97 of 4.0.
I didn't say that.
Okay.
It's going to be like the long-ass jam year. Like
the long jam year. Like everyone's 20-minute plus jam box is going to get ticked.
Everybody's going to hit a 30-minute jam. 30-minute jam is just going to be like, what are they going to do tonight? Are they going to take Gumbo to 30 minutes tonight? Nope. They're going to take Wave of Hope. Or they're going to take Oblivion. Or they're going to take... Hey Stranger. Or they're going to take Life-Saving Gun.
You love a long jam. You think the longer the better. And that's not the longer it is, the headier the vibes.
That is so not true. You love a long jam.
I love a long jam.
I mean, hence 11/17/97 versus Radio City Ghost.
Both short ghosts.
No. Yours is 30. Mine's 21.
Mine's 26. Yours is 21. Hey, look, I think what we're saying here is Phish has done some natty work in under 20 minutes. I don't need a long jam either. I want a good jam. Yeah.
You know, like
the Radio City Ghost, which got really deep and dark and dirty and just crushed it. Way better than your ghost.
No.
Your funky ghost.
I like a funky jam better than any spacey, dirty, deep, dark jam any day of the week. I will take a 15-minute funk jam over any deep, dark 25-minute jam.
Yeah, that's easy to say.
It is.
But the Radio City Ghost is the Goat Ghost.
No.
It's the official position of this podcast. That is the Goat Ghost.
It's the official position of that side of the table. Not this side of the table.
Well, you weren't even there, man.
I was at Radio City.
Well, I didn't know you then.
It's true. Well, no.
I don't think so.
No, we didn't know each other then. We met that summer.
Exactly.
We met like a few months later.
If we had been together, you would have had reason for it to be the best ghost ever. Let me just say that. We'll leave it at that.
Anything's possible.
Anyone with me thought that was the best ghost ever.
I try not to let anybody influence me on my feelings about ghost jams.
What about chalk dust jams? Like, how do you feel about that?
I'm fine with any jam. It doesn't necessarily have to come from a specific song, you know? And I feel like that doesn't matter to Phish either.
Totally.
Like, unless it's 2001. 2001 jams are the GOAT.
The most important.
They're the GOAT
Yeah,
jams.
because they just raise the roof. You know, you get down and funky.
Because they're always funky.
Yeah.
That's why they're the best. And there's never been a 2001 jam that's like, what, longer than like 15 minutes?
Yeah, like a weird split open and mouth jam never happens in a 2001 jam.
No.
Yeah, I know. They're always just like...
Right. There is differentiation between like how songs jam.
Yes.
But there is also so many similarities between how certain songs jam.
But I feel like these days, Phish sometimes, we maybe touched on this before, finds sometimes the same jam in different songs. Like they're finding sometimes the same jam in different songs these days. A little.
Big time.
Yeah.
But
I'm not the only one.
You're not the only one.
Okay.
It's like reminds me of Magnaball and the infamous Tweezer Caspian jam, where did they even need to go
into Caspian, right? Because they just slipped right back.
They just yeah, exactly. They went right back into the same.
What happened at Berkeley? Remember, like Berkeley
Tweezer?
Oh yeah, it was the Berkeley Tweezer, same. Because then they did something like it was a stash or was something, like I don't know.
It was the same, wasn't it?
But they slipped into something and then they just went like right back into where they were.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah,
right back into where they were. What was it that they did?
I don't know.
That's a good question. It was so recent. Yeah, I do have the internet.
I am here for a Chalk Dust reprise, though. I love a Chalk Dust reprise.
Well, yeah, that's like a Chalk Dust reprise is like getting not a harpua, but it's a rarity. They've only played it like 3 times ever.
I know.
And you know when you get a Chalk Dust reprise that is just like
some being silly.
Exactly.
Yeah, no, that's what I love about it. Like
it's just like that's like the fun that you're looking for, the best time ever. Simple.
Yeah. It was
Tweezer simple.
But they just like went right back into the like Tweezer.
Similar.
Yeah. And did that kind of happen in Mexico? Like they were playing something.
Wave of Hope.
They ripcorded something and I went into Chalk Dust, isn't there? Or is that not true?
No. Before Chalk Dust, I think was like Song I Heard the Ocean Sing. And then they went into Chalk Dust.
What do you think of that Chalk Dust? For real?
I thought it was good. Yeah. I liked it. I thought it was very engaging. You know, I don't think that there was very many parts of it that were stretched. I thought it was like
it didn't get like repetitive.
No, I thought it was like very engaging. I thought that they were all dialed in and like surprisingly focused and creative and carrying it very well. You know, taking it to new places and not disco biscuiting it. You know, just like the same thing over and over and over and over. Not unsing it. Okay. No offense to any of them because they do their own thing, as we've discussed. Yeah. You know, they progress slower.
It sets a really nice tone for the year. And maybe that's what you mean. I'm just like, wow, you know, you go down to Mexico, you got your button down, short sleeve shirt on. And like, they find that, you know, 40 years in. And I think we're going to be saying that a lot. This band, 40 years in, they're still, you know, that's easy for us to say this particular year.
Yeah. And that's what I'm saying is like 40th year. What are they going to do now? Like, to me,
long jams.
Well, why not? You know? Are they writing new songs? No, probably. I mean, they never stop writing new songs. But let's take the songs that they've currently written or have previously explored or never explored and do what they always do. And just like take it to new heights. Let's take things to new heights. How can we do that without having to put on a big production?
Yeah.
You know, let's do what we do best and let's push the limits. Well, good on you.
It's interesting how, you know, everyone has their opinions on the new songs and stuff, right? But it's like, it's funny because I also heard people, I think they played like A Life Beyond a Dream you know? And I think that there was like some disappointment in the crowd, or maybe even some like audible sort of like, you know, like
that's every time.
I know, but like, you know what? I don't mind a life beyond the dream. I was just bringing that up to throw myself under the bus. Like, I don't mind it.
I know, but like, there are songs that they would play that you'd be like,
totally. I'm just thinking like how particular the tastes are, because there's so many that it's like, I don't, you know, not right now, Trey.
I think that is just that's consistent with every band.
Yeah, there's size catalog, and there's
size catalog. There's I love Pink Floyd.
Yeah. But there's things
there's songs of theirs that I'm not like super stoked to hear.
Yeah.
But there are songs of theirs that I could listen to many, many times in a row.
Have you heard that maybe they're going to do the Dominican next year?
Why?
You heard that though?
Yeah, but I hear that every year.
Oh,
you hear stupid rumors every year.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe they'll do the Dominican next year. Maybe.
Well, Mexico's getting expensive, I guess. And the only thing I'm thinking about the Dominican is, I remember going there once a long time ago, and it was like the cheapest place we could go. It was like, what is the cheapest place we could go? We went there.
But would they be switching so they would make more money, or so they would make it?
No, I just think, so people aren't into it for $8,000 for 4 days. You know?
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I think as long as it ain't broke, don't fix it. But I don't know if it was broke, then maybe they're looking to fix it. But I don't know.
I wonder what the attendance numbers are. I mean, I guess it seemed like it sold out, right? People were still buying.
I don't know if it sold out or not. It seemed like there might have been some
available through CID
or through less desirable packages.
Still available,
but like we're talking about the packages that are like, you know, 3 people for like 7 nights, and like you know, that like the setup is not necessarily more common,
right?
You know, like people want like the 4 nights, 4 people in a room,
right?
So they can split it. You know, there's certain setups in the packages that are in much higher demand,
more common
than others, right? And some just don't go, and some do. And then usually, I don't know how it panned out this year. I wasn't on the website checking like what's available the week before or a couple weeks before.
Yeah, but stuff was moving on Cash or Trade, I guess.
Yeah,
just, you know,
yeah.
So like
everything's
the normal stuff. People
are there. People are going. So you know, I think it's just like, as long as they're making money, they're going to keep doing it. Why mess with a good thing?
Yeah, I guess I just was reading that some people, you know, the food I think was tough again. I heard, and
listen,
it was expensive
every year. The same complaints come down the pipe. The food sucks. It's expensive, but I'm going back. I'm not. I mean, people are going back every year, you know, and I've been, and I understand why.
Yeah.
Because once you're in that groove and you're standing on the sand, and like the weather is perfect and the wind is blowing just right, and you're standing under the stars, and your favorite band is playing, and you're just on the right mix, there's not many better things than that. Like, it is not crowded. You're just like, we've been there together.
I know.
You know?
It was great.
It really,
you really feel like, you know, the beautiful thing is like you're checked out for the whole time. It's not like, let's say you're at MSG or whatever, you know, you're still contending with the city, and your hotel's like somewhere else, and you got to get places, and your buddy's over there, and he's like, nah, man, it's only going to take me 20 minutes. And then you're in a cab for an hour. It's not like that. You're literally like
lounging. You're lounging all day.
Yes, there's no...
It's like everybody. I mean, sure, there's like the 1 out of 10 people who does not enjoy going to paradise and hanging out on the beach or by the pool and having, you know, shitty food and shitty drinks brought to them for no additional charge all day, and like being driven around in a golf cart, and like just not a care in the world.
Yeah.
And like, you just mosey on down to the other end or wherever to, you know, listen to your favorite band play for 3 hours that night. Because like when you're on vacation and you've been hanging out in the sun all day, or drinking all day, or whatever all day, sleeping all day, what are you going to do at night? Like, go to a bar? Like, what are you going to do?
Yeah.
What would you rather do at night on vacation? Go see Phish? Fucking A right. And I'm like, yes, sure, pay a little bit of a premium for that at an all-inclusive. Because all-inclusives, at the end of the day, like whether you're in an all-inclusive or a not all-inclusive, the cost can be wide range, but like you're getting what you pay for. You're going on Phish vacation. So my opinion is like it is kind of worth it if you are into that. If you're not into Phish, you don't see the ROI on that, then don't go. But like you're not going for the food. You're going for the Phish on the beach 4 nights in a row. After you just like chill. And that's my story and I'm sticking to it. Anyway,
Got it.
I'll go back one day.
What about summer tour?
Well, there you go. Great transition. I would way rather see Phish on the beach in Cancun than in the fucking middle of fucking America's asshole.
Sweat bucket.
Sweaty St. Louis or, I mean, sure, Deer Creek's great. But like in the middle of July, it's going to be sweaty. And it'll be fun though. I'm not going.
I mean, they're really bringing it. You know, they're bringing it right up the middle. They're just bringing it
Straight up the crack.
straight up.
Straight up that sweaty crack.
Going right up there.
Yeah.
The Riviera.
And they're just going to just
This humid Riviera. They're just
curling right around and ending right at like
right at the dicks.
right at the, no, well, yeah. I was thinking Mon Green where it's just like, just everybody just going to be like dumping out of their tour vehicles, all their leftover stickers and stouts and just unlaundered clothing.
Jean that hasn't been cleaned since the beginning of tour.
Like Mon Green's just gonna have like, I know, just like the day
Like a
before
cologne.
or like the day of is just gonna be like the steamiest dump of rain.
Yeah.
You know, and like even if it's just for like a 45-minute, even if it was just like a 45-minute like humidity explosion, it's just gonna like set the whole tone of mud. And hey, that's part of the fun.
People are going to Monday.
Everybody's going to Monty.
I know. I'm still wondering if we're making a bad choice.
I'm not. I'm putting all my eggs in the sphere. Because you know what?
The eggs. The Sphere took a lot of eggs.
Sphere's got a lot of eggs.
It's taking a lot of eggs.
You know what? Maybe they'll come play here in the fall.
Mm-hmm.
Or maybe not. But at the same time, hey, I've seen Phish a lot. I've seen Tweezer a lot. You know, I've seen Wave of Hope enough. And I'll keep going.
You're okay with it.
I just want to pick and choose my spots, you know?
Me too. You know me.
And like Sphere this year.
Sphere's it.
Well, it's not it, but I think that there will be
it's capturing the majority of your attention, and there'll be a fall tour.
Exactly. I think there'll be a fall tour, and I think in the summer, who knows what'll happen? You know, like I'm not going to Mon Green. I think that's just like too much of a schlep for me. And maybe this will change. Talk to me again in July.
Yeah,
you never know. But I just don't think it's going to happen. And like, I'm sure there'll be FOMO. Mon Green sounds great. I've been to a bunch of Phish festivals and they're always great.
You know what I was reminded of? You know that like Mercury retrograde, Pluto, Uranus thing that came out at Mexico? Pluto's going into Uranus.
That like fake.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nothing.
Like secret set.
Nothing burger.
Right. Yeah. What about it?
You were talking about Monday Green, and I couldn't help but think, like, what kind of shenanigans are they going to do? And I was reminded of that shenanigans, and there was no shenanigans to be had.
Right. Are they going to do like a 60-year-old man's secret set at Monday?
Yeah, like what is a 60-year-old man's secret set? It's just like a banjo set?
Is it going to be an afternoon set?
It's going to be an app. You remember the coffee and donuts that we did?
At Festival 8?
Yeah.
When it was just like 1,000 degrees?
He was like, what, like 11 in the morning?
You're like, everybody sit down.
Did we get a donut?
No.
There's no donuts.
There was.
There's a lineup.
But like, you had to like go and get them. we were just like so hurt.
I do remember the sit down. We were sitting. He wanted us.
Everybody was sitting.
Yeah, he wanted us to sit.
They wanted us to sit. Good. It was like the day after Halloween, wasn't it?
I don't know. It was the last day.
I think it was the day
like
after
a morning set. Yes, it was after the after party after the party.
How did we made it?
Well, we did.
I know.
So maybe Monte Green secret set is like
it's gonna be like a little bit of lawn bowling or something.
Oh, they're gonna say just like lawn boy.
Maybe this is like Paige's like revamped
golf thing,
golf situation. You know, it's his turn. It's Paige's
turn to pick.
Paige's turn to pick.
I love Paige. Paige is my guy, man.
They're gonna do. They're gonna bring Lawn Boy back.
I just love everything like that. I don't know anything about him, but everything that I pretend that I know about him, I love it all.
I know.
We went to the same high school.
I heard.
Have I told you that before?
You told me that before.
You know, and I had an advisor there, and he was like, I asked him one time. I was like, hey, you know, remember this guy? And he was like, oh, I remember him. He reminds me. You remind me of him a little bit. I like, you know, he was like my hero. I was like, oh yeah, and he's like, yeah. He said something like, "You're a real pain in the ass too." Like he was just taking the piss. But at the time, I liked it. Old Pagey.
Yeah, you know, I wonder like what where the rotation is at in terms of like, you know, it's felt like they take turns on like gags and stuff.
Kind of see it.
I feel like, you know, and like Gamehenge was definitely Trey's turn.
I don't know if they take turns or if like once every 40 years they go, all right,
Paige, you take. He's like, it's your turn. Well, Mon Green already, it feels like it's a Paige thing. Paige is taking the lead on this.
Because this is green in the title.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, we'll see.
Yeah. We'll see.
The New England boy.
Exactly. New England. I mean, they're all New England boys.
I know, but like Paige is the most New England of them all. Well,
yeah.
What I mean by that is like he's got like a Connecticut vibe about him.
Hence, like Delaware.
That's what I mean. Like, I know Fishman's up in the hinterlands, okay, and he's got his farm.
Yeah.
I know Gordon's on the lake. You know, Trey's a New York City guy, actually. Yeah,
right.
Let's be honest. New Jersey, New York City, that's his spiritual zone.
Yeah.
Whereas, like, Paige is like, he's got a little, he's got a New England vibe, the most New Englandy vibe in them all.
I agree.
Like, he probably has one of those, like, needlepoint belts. Like, maybe he doesn't wear it on tour.
Right. And he's got, like, I mean, he loves to golf. For sure.
Yes, consistent with all. Like, yes.
You know, like, has, like, the sweater vest. I'm sure he's got, like, more than one. You know?
A sweater vest. Maybe.
Yeah. And maybe some slacks.
He's got slacks.
I mean, he wears like a button-down shirt.
Short sleeve button-down shirt. Like that.
There's nothing wrong with it.
No, I'm just saying. Like just the New England.
Right.
To me,
so that's why.
Most, like quintessentially New England.
So that's why, like, I'm thinking, like, I don't know what exactly Mon Green is, but it just like to me has like the Paige vibe on it.
And you think there's gonna be like buried golf clubs?
No, but there might be like a putting green, you know, like your mini golf,
right?
You know, and then like there might be like a freak station, like in the woods, where like Mike has his corner, you know, where like flashing strobe lights and like I don't know, and then I don't know. I just feel like they all get their own like ideas, visions. This is a place where those things can come alive.
Sure. Yeah.
Right.
This is where they take flight.
You know, like the porta potty pagoda, right? That somebody dreamt out.
Yeah, but who? Oh, yeah. I thought you were going to say like that. It was somebody's.
I mean, that had to be Fishman, the porta potty.
I mean, that's where my mind went first. Like, that's got to be Fishman. Because he would just rhyme porta potty pagoda and decide that they needed to do it.
Yeah.
He would.
Yeah. Anyway.
What about Mike's new bass?
Well, what about it? It's exactly like the kind of newer bass, the previously new bass, just longer, right?
It's identical.
I'm glad he got it. I'm glad he got it.
Because you like the deep tones.
I mean, Mike's all about deep tones. Deep tones.
Deep.
I'm glad he got it.
Not into the magnet Whistler.
No, I thought that was great. I mean, just like Mike has always been. He's like an innovator. He does new things. He tries new things.
He's always busy.
He needs like little things. He pulls out, you know, and like
a drill.
A drill. Exactly. Or I don't know. I just love Mike and all
pedals,
all his little gadgets and gizmos and doodads and whatnots.
I know.
But like if he's more comfortable with a bigger bass, then good for him.
I've just been
all about
captured by this, like Mike's bass saga. We talked about it, you know, about like why is Mike doing the bass? Does Mike feel self-conscious about the bass? Like what's the bass? What's up with it? And so like him going back to the longer one is clearly he's like feeling like he's not getting the deeps.
Yeah, I think he's probably just going to end up back with the modulus.
Or he'll take like so much of the modulus and put it in the Sarek, like the pickups and all that stuff, that he'll basically just be like a Frankenstein.
Yeah. We'll see. But either way, he's amazing.
Gordo.
Oh, he's the best. I mean, when he just really gets to fly loose.
Oh, what were we listening to the other day?
It was the 11/17/97 Ghost.
Oh yeah. The second best Ghost of all time.
Right.
When he's let out of the cage, when they let him like rip,
when he's playing lead,
yeah, it's just magnificent. I do feel like that's been missing a little bit the last couple of years, and I think it's maybe consistent with the bass.
It's possible. It's possible.
He just hasn't been like throwing down like mud.
Yeah, Mike, if you want to come in and talk about your bass,
yeah,
please
talk about the rig.
Come on in.
Sounds good.
We're in LA.
Yeah.
If you're ever in LA.
He was at the Megalotron.
Oh yeah. But that's Palm Springs.
That was a year ago.
Yeah.
We're ready.
All right, Mike. Miss you, bud.
See you, buddy.
See you soon.